everybody. Welcome. Sorry, 1 second. Welcome to another episode of What's Up with the Universe. Hey, I know it's a special little show today for everybody, and I want to apologize if my volume is a little loud for you because I'm still having a little problem with that. But I just want to say welcome to everybody, and who's all here in the chat today, right now, hanging out. We have LDG Pixles. We have Eli Hoo. Oh, yeah, that's me. We got Captain Treg, Dandelion Fluff, Positive Candor. Yeah, we got a lot of people here. Today is a very special show because we're going to be talking about the Great Conjunction. But since I have LDG Pixles here, I just want to remind everybody, in case you guys are having some computer problems, he's actually the guy to go to right now. Yeah, he is.
Hey guys, LDG Pixels here. If you have issues with your computers, have any IT questions, come join us at YouTube at LDG Pixels. That's on YouTube, LDG space Pixels. I'm live. I'm here to help. Tech news, nerd chat, help you fix up your computer free.
Yep, thank you, LDG. I love it. Hey, Corin, we talked about this, man.
Hey, what's happening? This is Corin Nemic. I'm talking to you from my backyard. Just signed up for Cameo app for Sean Astin told me that's what all the cool kids are doing. So I'm just trying to be one of the cool kids. But I am dedicated to this. Dedicated to leaving you a message, no matter what the conditions are. That's why I'm doing this in the rain, to prove to you how serious I am about this. I mean, I will give you a shout out from a train. You know, I'll give a shout out to you while I'm on a plane. I'll give a shout out to you from a car. I'll give a shout out to you from a dive bar. In fact, I heard that David Faustino's on here as well. He said that he was going to give some weird and creepy shout outs, but I challenge him. You want a weird and creepy shout out? Came to the right place, buddy.
Sheesh, Corin, get out of here. Okay, damn. Here I'm talking about computer help, and now Corin Nemic wants to bust in and ask for a cameo. Because might as well just do that anyway. Okay, we are talking about the Great Conjunction coming up. Yes. Why is it so great? Well, because it happens very, very rarely. The Great Conjunction. It's the closest conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn in 397 years. Yeah. Tomorrow, on December 21st, the two planets will almost touch in the sky. That is very close to the naked eye. Yes, I did rhyme. I mean, okay, what exactly is a conjunction? Generally speaking, a conjunction is when two objects appear close to each other in the sky. The conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn happens about every 20 years. That's true. But the reason why we don't have a conjunction, how they line up, is because the Earth is not, the orbital planes of the planet is not flat. They are elliptical and they rotate and they move around. So that's why every 20 years we don't see a conjunction like it is coming up soon. Since September 20th, 2020, Jupiter has been moving closer and closer in the night sky. Let me show you. Oops, sorry. Jupiter's moving closer and closer in the night sky. Wherever you are in the world, even in a light polluted area like the shitty San Francisco skylight, which we have like a 2 or 3 light pollution, which I hate. Last night I tried to go outside for about a half an hour and I couldn't even see Jupiter. I know, go figure. But you should be able to see it if I go up to Twin Peaks or a very low light polluted area in the city, you can see it. Here in the Bay, I'm suggesting go by the beach, or if you're in San Francisco, go to Twin Peaks. Easiest way to see it. So I'm going to plan on doing that tomorrow night. These two planets here will appear after sunset. People who are in the northern hemisphere look toward the southwest. That's why I say the beaches here in the Bay Area. Or anywhere like Polluted City, go to the beach. If you're in the southern hemisphere, look toward the west. Jupiter is going to be the brightest of the pair. I mean, as November began, Jupiter and Saturn were about 5 degrees apart, which is with the 3 middle fingers held at arm's length. It's just another way to think about angular distance in the sky. Just remember that the moon is about half a degree, okay? At the start of December, the planets would be 2 degrees apart, and it's still moving closer and closer together. Well, in technical terms of astronomers, there are a number of ways to define a conjunction. One is to say that it is a moment of minimum separation between two objects as viewed from Earth. By this definition, the 2020 Great Conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn will occur at 1820 UTC on December 21st. This is when it actually happens. I have to show you this amazing photo I found. Last minute thing right here. This photo right here was taken by one of the people I follow on Instagram. I do not know how to pronounce his name. His name is Alireza Vafa. He took this picture last night. As you can see, the moon on the left and Jupiter and Saturn getting so close together. Oh, sorry. Hey, I didn't say hi to Mountains Elysium. Hey, Mountains Elysium. Hello, fellow nerds. Thank you, Mountains. And conjunction junction, what's your dysfunction? Well, a lot of things, but still, we're talking about Jupiter and Saturn. I was telling you guys about how about the distances, the degrees and stuff, and you probably were like, well, I don't know exactly how to measure it. There's an easy way to do this. Use your hand. Yes. I'm using my right hand as an example. There's a picture here. 1 degree is, hold your pinky up. The width of your pinky is equivalent, at arm's length, is equivalent to 1 degree. 3 fingers is equivalent to 5 degrees in the night sky. Make a fist, your hand to hand knuckle, 10 degrees. Just want to show some peace, that's 15 degrees. And hang 10 is 25. Easy to tell. So that's a good way to measure it. So just remember that 1, 5, 10, 15, 25. Almost kind of like doing ASL, but this is how to basically do a little angular degrees in the sky, just on eye without any special tools. Yes, I said tools. Oh, right on, Dandelion. Fluff, she said she might actually have some clear skies in Vancouver this weekend. Awesome sauce! The Great Conjunction, basically, let me tell you how close Jupiter and Saturn is going to be. It's going to be separated by a mere 0.1 degrees. And to naked eye, it's going to appear as a single bright star in the sky. The two planets appear to completely merge together, although if you have some very little light pollution, it takes about 20 minutes or so for your eyes to adjust to natural light. So don't go outside and say, okay, I don't see it, and come back in. You kind of missed the point. If you're actually able to see this, you can separate them with the naked eye. The two planets can be visible at twilight, closest to the southwestern horizon. That's close to the ground. Or the western horizon in the southern hemisphere. They will set in a couple hours or so it's important to have a clear view toward the horizon. Once again, I can't talk. The closest Great Conjunction since 1623. The last time this was observed was in 1623, and Jupiter and Saturn were less than 0.1 degrees apart. Of course, this would have been difficult, but not impossible to observe since the two planets were near the sun. Yeah. The last time there were planets that were easily observed, separating than 0.1 degrees, was about 800 years ago during the Great Conjunction of 1226. Yes. I mean, why did these conjunctions happen? Of course, like I said earlier, the solar system is not a flat surface. It's not flat. You got many elliptical planes here. It's because this alignment, the sun, the moon, and the 5 planets visible to the naked eye, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, they follow the same general path as they travel across Earth's sky. I mean, this is why the sun and the moon and the this is why the sun, the moon, and all the planets, they sometimes meet up in the sky. I mean, these are called conjunctions. This is when it happens. Of course, but why are Jupiter and Saturn conjunctions so rare? Maybe because just another red shirt showed up late. I'm just kidding. Hi, dude. Well, Jupiter and Saturn, they're much further apart than the naked eye planets. This means they move more slowly because the object's orbital speed decreases with distance. I mean, the Earth takes only about 1 year to complete orbit around the Sun, but Jupiter takes 12 and Saturn takes 30. Distance, brightness, and the size of the planets, I mean, as long as a result of their long orbits, Jupiter and Saturn do meet the sky every 20 years. I mean, during this period of time, Saturn has completed 2/3 of a 30-year orbit. I know, it's a long orbit. Since 20 is 2/3 of 30. In the same period, yes, I did math. In the same period, Jupiter actually completes one 12-year orbit, plus the remaining 8 years, 2/3 of the next orbit, since 8 is 2/3 of 12. And yes, I'm doing math again. I know. Go figure. Why am I doing math? It's the weekend. Hey. Well, in other words, 20 years is the time it takes Jupiter to catch up and pass Saturn again as a circle of the sun. Where was I? When will the next great conjunction actually take place? Well, after 2020, the next great conjunction is going to occur on November 2nd, 2040, and April 7th, 2060. 1 second, I need a drink here, because on both of these occasions, invisible soda. Basically, on both of these times here, the minimum separation of Jupiter and Saturn will be 1.1 degree, which means they will be 11 times farther apart than tomorrow, on December 21st, 2020. I mean, over a period of about 1,000 years or so, from 1600 to 2599, there are only 6 great conjunctions where the minimum separating between Jupiter and Saturn is less than 0.2 degrees. Well, of course, we have 1623, 1683, and this year. And if you're old enough, you can see another one in 2080. And if technology allows, everyone can see this in 2417 and 2477. Yes, technology, I know. Isn't it wonderful sometimes? But hey, that's not all. Our friends in the UK, they also have a special treat this upcoming week. Not just to see the Great Conjunction. People in the UK are able to see a meteor shower. Yep. I don't want to leave the UK out. This is not, astronomy is not just for Americans, it's for the whole entire planet. The UK meteor shower you can see is called the Ursid meteor shower. It's basically in contrast to the Perseids, which are seen in the summer. These are merely a smaller affair, basically about 5 to 10 meters per hour. In 1945 and 86, the meteor shower produced about 50 meteors an hour over the course of one night. This meteor shower is from the comet 8P Tuttle. It was discovered in 1790. It goes around the sun every 13.6 years, or 13.7 years, sorry about that, and provides the debris field that creates the meteor shower that everybody sees. The Ursid meteor shower, it was first recorded in England in 1900, and it was also spotted in Germany a few decades later. I mean, okay, how do you guys actually watch a meteor shower? Well, you look up, but some meteor showers actually come from certain points of the sky if you don't actually know where to look. If you're looking west and a meteor shower is coming from the east, you may miss it. To spot the Ursid meteor shower, first locate the constellation Ursa Minor. It's that little bear that also contains the Little Dipper. You know, the very recognizable Big Dipper points directly to the Little Dipper. Simply make a line from the... here, I'm going to get this map here larger for you so you can actually see the constellation. Excuse me. Okay, basically make a line from the outer two stars of the Big Dipper's bowl and arc upward. The first big bright star you're going to hit is Polaris. That's the North Star. Dandelion Fluff wants to know if we can see this shower anywhere else. I looked at timeindex.com. It's a very good website for astronomical events. I put it in the description, by the way, and also put its webpage in the description, by the way, in case you guys want to follow some of his pictures. According to Time and Date, San Francisco, I checked, has very, very slim chance of seeing any. But if you go to Time and Date in the description, you can probably check it out and see in your area if you can see this meteor shower or not. Hi, B-Star. Glad to see you too. Okay, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about how to look at this in the UK. Okay, basically, once you find North Star Polaris, it's the tail of the Little Dipper's handle. The ladle-shaped constellation, it has 2 stars in the outer end. It's called Perkad and Kachab. See, you guys learned some science today. The brighter Kachab is the original point for the Earth-shaped meteor shower. For everybody in the northern hemisphere, Kashab's position is so near to the North Pole of the sky that it means the star almost never sets. Unfortunately, the meteor shower is not visible in the southern hemisphere. Sorry, people. Sorry. It should peak around tomorrow night, December 21st. People actually kind of like, wait a minute. Why is this happening here? Winter solstice, summer solstice. Oh, I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry. Well, I'm going to give you guys a little science lesson about winter solstice and summer solstice, since the 21st is also considered the winter solstice. In the northern hemisphere, the winter solstice is considered the shortest day of the year. In the southern hemisphere, it's called the summer solstice, and it is the longest day of the year. It's because the equinoxes and the solstices are opposite of each other on the planet. I mean, most people count the whole day as the summer solstice. The solstice actually happens at one particular point in time. It may happen at 12:14 a.m. It may happen at 8:23 a.m. It can happen any time. It's basically not the whole day. It's a certain time when the solstice actually happens. I'll give a little more information about that here. It's basically the perihelion and the aphelion of the solstice, I believe, because the Earth is closest to the Sun at its perihelion, and it's farthest from the Sun at its aphelion. I cannot talk today, still. Of course, the Earth is closer to the Sun at the perihelion about 2 weeks after the December solstice. Check this out. See? There it is. When it is winter in the northern hemisphere, it's the December solstice. When it is, conversely, the Earth is farthest away from the Sun at the aphelion part, 2 weeks after the June solstice, when the northern hemisphere is enjoying warm southern months. Yeah, I know. I wish I could go down there, but we can't travel right now. That's a little information about winter solstice, summer solstice, perihelion, aphelion, and the Christmas star, as people will call it. If you have a hard time seeing the Christmas star, like I said before, go to a very low-lit area like the beaches or away from the city lights. You can actually see it. And give yourself about 20 minutes or so for your eyes to adjust to natural light. It's the same as everybody in the UK who's trying to watch a meteor shower or any other meteor shower. And like I stated earlier, this is going to be a short show today. And I want to thank everybody for joining me today as we learn a little bit more about the Great Conjunction. And I just want to remind everybody that today is the day that Carl Sagan died, and I just wanted to end this show here by dedicating this is Carl Sagan, because he always encouraged everyone to learn. One of his famous quotes is one of my favorite quotes I found. He said, "It is far better to grasp the universe at its reality. Sorry, it is far better to grasp the universe as it is really is than to persist in delusion, however satisfying and reassuring." And I want to thank everybody for showing up today. And don't forget to ask, hey, what's up with the universe? Bye.